Splashers, welcome back to the channel Splash of Prudencia, and if this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. My name is Prudence, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make this trendy gown. So if this is what you're interested in, hit the subscribe button and let's dive in. So for this particular style, I have 3 fabrics I'm going to be using for the same style. You can see the African print, and you can also see the plain crepes I have to match up with each and every one of them. So for this tutorial, I'll just be making use of this pink color on to do the tutorial. You'll be seeing the results of the rest on my Facebook and on my Instagram. So if you're not following me there yet, do well to do that in order to see the results. So for this, I'm just going to be folding a part of this fabric. I just cut out about 1.5 yards, and the length I have from the shoulder to the hip is 26, so this is about 27 plus, so it's okay for what I want. I'm just going to fold it in a way that it will give me the length I have as my sleeve. My sleeve from the middle of the shoulder to the sleeve length is 21, so I'm just going to fold it this way and check if it's up to. Yeah, it's up to and it's more than. So we'll start to impute our measurements. As you can see, it's on the 4th fold, and I'm cutting the back and the front together. So my sleeve from the middle of my shoulder to where I want the sleeve to end is 21. As you know, this style is a cut together sleeve, so you're not cutting the sleeve separately. That's why I have the shoulder on a fold, and that's why the whole thing is together. So my round sleeve is 20 divided by 2 is 10, so I just added 2 inches to that part, marking 12 inches downwards. So the next thing I'm going to do is to measure the same sleeve length I have, that's 21, on the down part there. For the 21, I just added 1/2 inch because I'm going to be adding a band, the plain crepe. Okay, so I'm just aligning this with the upper part there. So the next thing we are going to do is to fix in the bust measurement, but we need to straighten this sleeve length up to the down part there. It doesn't necessarily need to get to the end there. It's just a guide for you to fix in your bust measurement. So I'm fixing in my bust measurement at this point. Whatever you have as your bust measurement, divide it by 4 and then mark it there. Add your sewing allowance. For me, I'm adding 2 inches sewing allowance. As you know, this is not like a fitted gown. It's actually the belt at the back that will give it a fitting, so it's not a tight fitted gown. For my half length, my shoulder to my half length is 16 inches, so I'm just going to mark that line there to fix in my waist measurement. But for the waist, I'll just measure exactly what I have at the bust here and replace it at the waist. This is because the waist has like a snatched effect, and it was achieved with the belt at the back. So I want the belt to snatch this waist part, and thereby reducing it to whichever waist the person has. So that that excess fabric is going to like gather at the back and give it more fullness and more beauty. So as you can see, I already aligned my bust and my waist measurement using a straight line, and as you remember, they are the same. Another reason why the bust and the waist has to be the same, this is so it can fit into the person's body, because you know this is not going to have a zipper, so it has to be free enough. So from the shoulder, I marked 26.5 for my shoulder to my hip point. You know, the gather started from the hip line, so that is what we want to mark out here. So this is where my hip line actually is. I'm going to fit in my hip measurement. Take note, it is not also fitted. So whichever measurement you have after measuring your client, divide it by 4, mark it on that hip line, and then add the same sewing allowance you added to the up. I added 2 inches, so I'm just adding 2 inches to the down part there, and then you curve from the waist part there to meet with the hip line. That's basically all for this front part, so we are going to be cutting this out. If you're enjoying this video so far, do well to like and then subscribe to this channel for more fashion tips and tutorials. So After cutting this out, now we are going to go for the neck. I'm using a width of 4 inches and a depth of 1. Just curve it. I'm cutting everything together first and then notching it. I'm just going to open it up to cut the front separately. As you know, the front has like that plain part where we have the crepe, so I'm going in by 2.5 inches. So this is because I want it to be 5 inches by the time I open it up. You know, since this is on the fold, it's 2.5 inches, but when you remove it, it's a total of 5 inches. But you can do your own in such a way that the total will be 6 inches or 4 inches, but for me, I feel like this 5 inches is perfect for it. So we'll mark that up to the top of the neckline there, rule a straight line, and then from the end of this neckline, remember the width was 4 inches. From the end of that 4 inches, we're just going to slant it to blend in with this already straight line we marked. So we are just going to open this up now, and this is what we have. So the next thing we want to do now is to add the plain crepe to the middle, but we have to fold this again so that we can be able to measure what we have. So whichever measurement you have, you multiply by 2. I have 32. 32 times 2 is 64. I'm multiplying it by 2 because it's actually on a fold. So next I want to do is to bring in my crepe and cut out what we'll be using to replace that middle we cut out. I wanted a situation whereby this length would be enough, but unfortunately the length of this is by 60, like folded into now is 30, the whole length is 60 and I need 64. So I don't want it to have a join maybe in the middle. So what I'm just going to do is that I'm just going to fold this fabric in a way that I will have a joining at the middle of the neckline at the back. It will just look like a normal thing instead of it having a joining maybe in the middle of the front or somewhere, which is not going to look neat. So since what we'll cut out from that front is 2.5 inches on the fold, which is when we open it, it will be 5 inches, right? So what we'll be cutting out on this fabric, we'll be adding half an inch to it. First of all, I'm just marking out 32.5. Remember on the fold when we measured that middle part, it was 32. So I'm just adding half an inch. I'm going to use that half an inch to join this. I'm cutting 2 of these. So since the width we had there was 2.5 inches on a fold, I'm just going to make sure this is 3 inches on a fold, so that by the time we open it up, it will be 6. But by the time we are done joining it on the main fabric, it will be 5 inches in total, because we are using half inch to sew at one end, half inch at the other end. That's a total of 1 inches. That's why we added 1 to the actual 5 that we cut out to have 6. I hope we understand this. So I'm just going to cut out this, and I'm going to cut out another one because we actually need 2 of these. We'll be joining it up, and that joining is going to be at the middle. So after cutting it out, we are just going to join this part using half an inch. This is what we'll have after joining it. So I actually thought my camera was filming, but it wasn't. But what I actually did was to measure from that top part there to how deep I want it to be. I made sure that it is deep as much as possible so that it can be able to fit in to my client's head. So the normal head measurements we have is around 24, 22. So I just estimated 26 inches in case the person makes like a full hairstyle. So 26 inches divided by 2 is 13. So from that top there where we have that half inch joining, I measured 13 inches. I put a point there and I sew from that part, from that 13 inches downwards. I made sure to sew at the middle part. So it's easy to know where the middle is. You know the width of this is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3 inches. So just keep measuring 3 and sew whatever you have. So I'm opening it up this way. You can see the way I'm opening it up, right? Make sure it laps really well and do well to press it. It will make your sewing neater. This is what we'll have, and this is how we'll be placing it on the main dress itself. So we are going to bring the main dress. Remember, before we notched the neckline, the middle of the neckline on the main dress. This is the main dress, so I'm going to open it up and show you how you are going to attach it. First of all, make sure you notch the middle of the dress, and where you have the joining on that neck point there, you are going to place it on the notch on the main fabric. I'm going to pin this down for you guys to see what it looks like. And the sewing is going to be 1/2 inches all through, 1/2 inch all through. Just keep adjusting it. Don't just sew one part all round. Start from the middle, sew it to one end, and then go back to the middle, sew it to the other end too. Do not start from the downs, because there will be excesses when you do so. So when you start from the middle there, any excess fabric you have will just fall on the down and you trim out. So this is what we'll have after sewing using 1/2 inch all round. You can see how beautiful this looks. So this is what we'll have. You can see how neat it looks. The next thing we're going to do is to pipe the sleeve with this same plain crepe. I'm just going to cut out what I need. I measured what I have at the sleeve there and just mark it out. I'll be cutting 2 for the 2 sleeves. I'm just opening this. What I actually have here is 2.5 inches. Okay, 2.5 inches is the width. So we are going to sew using 1/2 inch. When we sew using 1/2 inch, it's going to be remaining 2 inches. We'll fold it over to the other side. So we are placing this crepe on the wrong side and sewing. So after sewing it now, we are turning it over to the right side. I've sewn the 2 sides using 1/2 inch. So we are going to turn it over now. If you have an iron, do well to press it. So we'll turn it over now and then fold it in using 1/2 inch, which means what this band we added to the sleeve is a width of 1.5 inches. You can keep measuring to sew. Keep measuring to make sure everything is same, everything is equal. So this is what we'll have after sewing it. This is what the front and the back looks like. So we are going to fold it equally now and just sew the 2 sides using the allowance we left. Before that, we have a rope in this style. That's what gave it the snatch effect. The length of this rope is 23 inches and the width is 2.5 inches. So we just fold it in 2 and sew 1/2 inch all through. So I did it in 2 because we need 2 ropes for the back. You can actually make yours longer, but 23 inches is just fine. So you're going to turn this over. When you turn this over, do well to give it a nice press. So how to know where you'll be fixing this belt? Just measure from your shoulder your half length measurement. Mine is 16, so I just measured 16 inches from the shoulder. Indicate the mark there and place it inside. Don't put it on top, inside the middle of this front and the back, and I'm placing it at the middle of that line there. It's in the middle of that 16 inches. You're placing it inside. So we are going to pin this down, which means by the time we are sewing on top of it using the allowance we left while sewing. So this is what we'll have after sewing it. It's just remaining to like attach the down part, the gathers part. I'll just go ahead to remove the pins and trim off the excess there. So this is what we'll have after sewing it. Since it's a cut together sleeve, you'll have to notch that armhole area so as for the sleeve to relax. You can see now, without notching it, it is not going to relax on its own. So before notching, do well to make sure the measurements you sew is correct or is accurate, because once you notch, it is almost impossible to adjust it. So do well to cross-check your measurements before you notch. So I'm just going to fold it down to notch the middle part of the back. For the front, that plain fabric already has a line at the middle. So I'm just using my remaining fabric here for the gathers. Okay, the whole fabric is 5 yards. So after cutting that half length part, what I have as the remaining fabric, I just fold it, subtract the half length. Remember, mine was 26, so I just placed my tape 26 inches above that part there, and my full length is 40. So I just marked where 40 is. For me, I added extra half an inch for joining allowance. I did not add any allowance for weaving. That is because just as Ankara has like an English edge where you don't have to fold, this fabric, though there's no name written at the edge, but that down part is just okay. It is sealed and is not going to fray. So we are just going to bring this. I'll just sew the part where it's open. In this part we are going to use as the gathers using half an inch. After that, I notched half of it and fold it again and notch it. So every notch is going to meet with every notch. I hope you understand that. It's going to be gathered all through. So just open it up. At the side there, I just made sure the part I joined that gathers material is at the side where naturally has a joining. The next notch should meet with the next notch here. The other notch should meet with the other side seam here, and the last notch is going to meet with the middle of this crepe fabric here. So this is just a guide for you to know how much you are going to gather while sewing. So let's go to gather it. It's just a simple way. You can decide to gather separately and then just adjust it while fixing it. But for me, I'm making these gathers directly on the fabric. It is more easier and faster. So that's all. This is what we'll have for the inside part after joining the gathers to it and turning it over. This is what we have. We are just going to go ahead and give this a nice press. This rope is going to give the waist a snatch effect. You are going to tie it to the back, so it is also going to make this look more full, the gathers part. Okay, so if you want to see the result, the full result, do well to check my Facebook page. Until next time, keep splashing, guys.